The NASCAR world just got shocked by Larry McReynolds. As Hailie Deegan prepares to go to ThorSport, Larry McReynolds tells her that she has got to step it up. And as Hailie Deegan prepares to enter her third season in the NASCAR Truck Series and her first season with ThorSport, America's crew chief did not sugarcoat his feelings about her in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. But what he did is utterly shocking. Here at Racing Rush, we'll talk about what is happening in the NASCAR world and what Larry had to say. So without any further delay, let's begin. In her first two seasons in the Truck Series, Hailie Deegan has not performed to the level of excellence that was anticipated of her, and Larry McReynolds did not sugarcoat what he expects of her in 2023. In the NASCAR Truck Series, Hailie Deegan has been driving for David Gilliland Racing for the past 2 years, and she has been in the number one truck. It is difficult to avoid being amused by the irony, considering that she has never even come close to winning any of the races in which she has participated. Recently, the 21-year-old driver made the announcement that she will be switching over to ThorSport Racing and piloting the number 13 car. That might give you pause if you're a Deegan fan and you believe in the supernatural. However, it is common knowledge that the door number does not determine who wins races, rather it is the drivers and more specifically their teams. This week, it was interesting to hear from a number of her admirers, who number in the millions across the various platforms, suggesting that this move was excellent because it would put her in a high-quality truck. That gives the impression that she was in a rough spot, but that is not the case as stated. The data don't lie, as they say. The young racer was obviously excited by the prospect of moving to a team that is in the running for wins and championships. After the news was spread, America's crew chief Larry McReynolds discussed Deegan's forthcoming season on his SiriusXM NASCAR radio show. He also provided insight into what the fans might anticipate from the driver. He didn't beat around the bush on what he thought about the driver, and in the process he let some truth bombs loose. During her first two seasons in the Truck Series, Hailie Deegan had a lot of difficulties. In her first trucks race, which took place in 2020 in Kansas and ended with her finishing 16th, Hailie Deegan proved that she had a lot of potential. Sadly, that outcome was not a reliable indicator of what would happen in the future. The first two seasons of Deegan's career have not been very outstanding. The stats suggest that 2021 was the better of the 2 years for her, with her average starting position falling from 18 in 2021 to 20 in 22, and her ending position falling from 20.9 to 22.1. The most disheartening number of all is the fact that she did not finish races 3 times in 2021, but 7 times in the most recent season. Her total performance in 2022 was less than stellar, but it stands out even more when compared to that of her DGR teammates. She had 2 finishes that were in the top 10, and she ended up finishing the season in 21st place overall. Tanner Gray, a 23-year-old DGR teammate who was competing in his third full-time season, had 6 finishes in the top 10, including a pair of finishes in the top 5, and finished 16th in the point standings. Additionally, the number 17 DGR truck, which had a number of different drivers behind the wheel, made it to victory lane not once, but twice, with Todd Gilliland and Ryan Preece in the driver's seats. In the year 2023, Larry McReynolds will start dropping truth bombs about Deegan. This week, following the news that she had signed a contract with ThorSport Racing for the 2023 season, Larry McReynolds discussed the driver's decision to make the move during his on-track show broadcast on SiriusXM NASCAR Radio. It should come as no surprise that the crew chief, who has won the Daytona 500 2 times, did not sugarcoat his sentiments. McReynolds added, "I say this with the highest respect because it is helpful for everybody involved for Hailie Deegan to perform. I say this because it is beneficial for everybody involved for Hailie to perform. She's of the female gender. She's a member of a minority group because she drives a NASCAR Camping World truck, which is now known as the Craftsman Truck Series. It's to everyone's advantage that she continues. But as far as I'm concerned, this is going to be the year when the proverbial rubber hits the road. She has essentially 46 starts under her belt. She made that one start in the year 2020 in Kansas, and she bounced out there despite having never been in a truck before. This was back in the period of COVID when you lined them up and raced them, and she came in 16th place. Because they literally ran her out of gas that day, I got the impression that she went above and beyond what was expected of her. But since then, she's competed in a total of 23 races in 21 and 22 and has achieved 3 finishes in the top 10. A personal best finish of 6th place at Talladega in the fall of this past year. And nobody is more knowledgeable about this than Hailie. It's imperative that she raise her game, because I've been with David Gilliland Racing going all the way back to the previous season. Truck number 17 was forcing its way to the front hands over the fist, prevailing in races. In my opinion, it's a third season where the rubber meets the road. It makes no difference to me how many YouTube subscribers or social media followers you have. That's fantastic. All of that's wonderful, but you're going to have to start putting on shows in what some people call a racetrack. What kinds of expectations are reasonable? McReynolds expressed what the majority of racing fans are thinking about the situation. For Deegan, it's finally time to put her money where her mouth is. In 2023, when she'll be fighting against a company that will bring out trucks that will win races and very possibly be in contention for the title, she'll have no room for excuses. And she will have the assistance of Ben Rhodes' crew chief, Rich Lushes, who was a big part of the number 99 team that won the title in 2021 and finished in 2nd place last year. It's not necessary for Deegan to win any races in order to demonstrate that she belongs. That would be of great assistance, but simply continuously running in the top 3 positions with the possibility of pulling off an upset victory in 2023 ought to be sufficient to meet the requirements set above. If she doesn't finish in the top 10 many times, she could very well find herself on the sidelines in 2024. Well, there is a reason why McReynolds is referred to as America's crew chief. He articulates a collective American thought process. Like Larry said, when the proverbial rubber meets the road, either put up or shut up. There are many different metaphors that can be used to describe the circumstance. The fact of the matter is that Deegan, who will have the assistance of Rich Lushes, as mentioned, the crew chief for Ben Rhodes, 2023 will have zero room for excuses. She'll be competing with top-tier machinery for a team that's going to be doing well in the races and likely going to be in the hunt for the title. Nobody believes Hailie will triumph in whatever competition she enters. That's the additional perk. However, she needs to improve her finishing position and demonstrate that she can be competitive on a consistent basis. If she's unable to accomplish that by this time next year, she's likely to have a large number of disillusioned fans who are reflecting on her career and wondering what else she could have accomplished. So let me know, what do you think of what Larry McReynolds said? Do you think this is the season that Deegan has to do well or else be left out? Please do let us know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Hey, that's all for today's video. If you enjoy videos like this, please make sure you lock in with us. This is the only spot for you, so make sure you like our video and subscribe to our channel and allow for notifications, and you'll always hear when we have a new update for you. Hey, thanks for spending time with us today, and we'll do it again soon. Have a great day.